So I'm excited to be back with you to share with you the number one key to regenerate your cells, heal faster, and keep your youthfulness as you age. This is the ultimate biohack. Not necessarily the ultimate biohack for women, but for all of us. If we want to slow down our aging process, improve our cellular function, improve our regeneration, feel better and more youthful and more energized as we age, you're going to want to do this. So it's not a diet, it's a technique, okay? And it has powerful brain and body effects that may even help you live longer. Like I said, the ultimate biohack. So what is it? I bet you're wondering. It's called intermittent fasting. You've probably heard of it, but don't get scared away because there's multiple ways to do this, and there's a really easy way for you to employ this in your life right now, and it really doesn't take much at all, and you can get all the effects that you need with it. All right, so intermittent fasting does a lot of things. There's cellular repair. So when you give your body a break from food, then your cells employ this repair process called autophagy. And so it's where your good cells and your fighter cells go in there and eat up all the debris and the old cells that aren't functioning, and maybe even preventing cancer. Okay, there is some evidence that may be true. So we get cellular repair. We get likely studies are showing that there's up to a 5 times increase in human growth hormone. So human growth hormone is what helps you burn fat and build muscle and regenerate. So if we can increase that, especially if we can increase it that much, 5 times, that's a lot. We're going to actually see those effects in our metabolism and how we feel. You're going to feel stronger, you're going to feel more energized, and you're going to feel like you're maintaining your youthfulness. The other things that it may do is reduce your bad cholesterol, like your LDLs, if there is such a thing. It also has the potential to reduce inflammatory markers, and it may aid in the growth of new nerve cells and be preventative for Alzheimer's and dementia. So those are really big things. It also improves insulin sensitivity, so your body is going to process sugars better, and your metabolism is going to skyrocket just from making this simple little change in your life, okay? So there's different ways that you can do it. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. There's 3 primary that I recommend doing. One is the 5-2 method, and so the 5-2 method is you eat your regular diet for 5 days, and then 2 days, non-consecutive days, you fast. That would mean be drinking water or herbal tea or green tea or black tea for those 2 days, and make sure they're non-consecutive. The other way you can do it is you can do 5-2 method, where you're on those 2 days you're eating 500 or 600 calories max. So if you've ever done the 10-day transformation program with me, you have experienced that for 10 days, and you can just use that same process where you're drinking your green smoothies and taking your super amino 23 2 days out of the week, and just let that be enough. That'll get you there. But then my favorite way, and this is the one I use most, is called the 16-8 method. And that is my favorite because it's a daily practice. It's not like start, stop, start, stop. And it basically means you're eating 8 hours out of the day, and then you're taking 16 hours off of no food. Again, during those hours, you can have green tea, herbal tea, black tea, and water. Sometimes I do add in bone broth to one of those plans, so that's a really great way to also help your body regenerate itself and support gut intestinal health. But the 16-8 basically means that I get up and I start eating around 10 o'clock. I stop eating around 6 o'clock. And then I've got 16 hours where I don't eat. So from 6 to 10 the next day, I don't eat any food. But that's not a problem, right? Because you can so do that. You can have tea in the morning, and then by 10 o'clock have a snack, and you start your breakfast, if you will, at 10 o'clock. And then you're done eating by 6. Now, if you tend to be a later starter or you stay up later, you might want to move that process for yourself. Maybe start eating at noon and stop eating at 8. I personally find that if I stop eating by 5 or 6, that my body does a lot better. My metabolism is better. I've tried it both ways, and the ending earlier eating phase for me and starting earlier is a way better process for my personal body. But I would recommend you play with that. I think you'll feel a lot better. I totally feel better when I do this. I feel better in my clothes. I feel better in how I look. I feel sexier. I feel more alive. I feel more energized. I feel more passionate and on purpose. So I hope this helps you mwah, to your health, to everyone you love, and I hope you share this with as many people as possible, because we can absolutely change how we feel, how we look, and how we heal.